Slave Velasquez, and then four people will be from the crew of King Knowledge.
You can't just make it longer. You can't make it longer. Like
Hi, everybody.
Guys,
Yeah,
number
that's all I can
number
do.
6 want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, number six.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kiss Happiness. This is my additional account, the Most High. I would like to offer you all my services with a debate platform that is a certified formal debate structure with rules, judges, for timekeepers, moderators, and fact checkers. If you all need those services, I am readily available. You all cannot, come up with the format and everything. It's already one that is proven. Hosted several debates here on the show, and they're all very formal. Hopefully, I get to see you all and enjoy this again. King Knowledge, you should check the messages. Mhm. And so should you, True Knowledge. Slave of Allah came through my live a little bit earlier, and he let me know that this would be happening. So I did offer my services because, it is kind of new. Like, it was an impromptu situation here, right?
All right. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's definitely something to look at.
All right. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead, and I'll be over on my panel. Just, I'll watch from the comment. Okay? Thank you.
All right.
All
I'm gonna
right.
say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave. She want conversation, so if y'all want to give her that conversation, give it to her, feed it to her, give her all that. Boop. That's all I'm saying. And I'm out. Conversation. She wants to hear something. She wants to feel something. That's me saying that to her. Period. You want to know something about what? What you really feeling, right? What you gonna walk away? Like you said something. No. You ain't said nothing. You didn't really say. You said
With
something.
all due respect,
You
Knowledge,
said something.
mute this woman.
Yes, you did.
Mute this
yes,
woman.
you did. Yes, you did. You said
Mute this
something.
woman, bro.
You said something.
Girl, you're never gonna be God.
No.
No, you. Mute
Go
this.
down, go down.
God wanna be.
Listen, all I got to say is
Excuse me.
secondary source will never win against the primary source, okay? So y'all need to know y'all place. Know y'all place.
Okay. All right.
Look at this. This is brainwashed women. Brainwashed black women.
Slave of Allah. Have
And I just wanted to say, I appreciate Box One and Box Nine for letting this, you feel me, happen, because we was just talking about this. So, hey, appreciate you.
All right.
Oh shit, that guy was spying on us, man. Damn, man, you gotta send your little minions over here.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about Allah. That's the best thing to talk about. I want to hear some knowledge.
Very easy. We can talk about Allah. No problem.
Let's see.
All right, go ahead and set it up, True.
All right, so one of the people I see that I know is always with King Knowledge. Let me drop somebody. I don't know. Let's see.
You want me to go?
I can go down. I can go down, brothers. Lion, I can go down.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No. You stay. The Lion, you stay.
I just want to say something real quick. That I think Slave Allah is racist to black people because he have been calling me and
whatever.
Go down. Go down. Go down.
No, girl, go down. Suck my tits, man. Suck my tits, man. Go down.
I'm gonna
She obviously
my
doesn't know
role.
what
I don't know if I'm gonna go down.
Is there somebody more knowledgeable than me? Slave of Allah, is there somebody more knowledgeable than me that can take my place? Or is it fine if I stay? What'd you say, brother? Me. Is there somebody more knowledgeable than me who can take my place? Because you said you wanted to kick someone out. You wanted to kick someone out.
You want to kick me out? I'm thinking, brother, you're kicking me out.
One moment before we get
I'm
started,
gonna do this.
maybe give the ground rules, please.
Okay. All right. So this was gonna happen, right? So everybody will have their just time, and what we want from the side of King Knowledge, one as a timer, right? And then from our side, we're gonna have one as a timer, so no one can say, "Hey, you took more time," right? So it could be just with time, right? What else I gotta bring down? And then so let me ask Slave of Allah and King Knowledge, what you guys think? How many minutes should each of you speak? Like that is just 5 minutes, or 3 minutes, or 7 minutes.
I think 5 minutes is good on my part, and if you don't want to use all your time, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to use your whole 5, I don't think it should extend past 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I would
we
stick
could
with
do
3
that.
minutes. I would stick with 3 minutes.
I think 3 minutes is too little. We could go with 5, Slave of Allah, right? Because 3 minutes it will pass too quick, right? Earlier, that's what I was thinking, but I think 5 minutes is enough for both of you.
5 minutes is long enough, and if somebody need to call a fact check, we can do that.
I'm just gonna drop some people down. All right, let's see. The people that know King Knowledge can come up. All right, so whoever King Knowledge chooses, that's who's gonna come up.
All right. Why don't you let me go down in the bottom row? You know what I'm saying? And I'll take the bottom row, and I guess you can have the second row, and then your people can have the first row.
Oh, okay. My people's already here, 4. So 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
okay.
4. So we need 4 more
Then,
from your people.
oh, okay. I see how you have it. Let me see. I'm not even sure who's available. Vibrant, if you would like to come up. I'll have Drewski as a male come up. And if between Fly So Fly and Vibrant, if the two of you would like to come up, you can come up. If you guys are unavailable, Versace, you can come up. You know what I'm saying? In regards to whoever would like to come up and actually add to it if you need to. You know what I mean? So I'm calling for somebody that can come up and literally add to it. Coco, I can't call the whole family though. So it's kind of like I'm not being biased or anything. I'm just going down and looking from top to bottom as I scroll. Okay, we got.
So 3 more. That's it. We need 3 more.
Okay, we got Drewski up there. We got anybody else that I called out? All right, Fly. Okay. Anybody else? You know what I mean? I don't really know. You're my family.
Fly came up.
Let me see. Call him my family.
Okay.
Okay, we got Fly. Versace. Let Versace up.
Everybody just fucking shut up.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Okay, let's go. We need 1 more. Let's see.
Okay. Versace. So if she doesn't want to come up, we can have, I don't know. Your family got to get more involved. Y'all got to get more involved. Coco, Ink, y'all got to get more involved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, taking way too long. Y'all in the room.
So we got your 4. I got mine. All right. Let's see. All right. So now we got to choose who want to start first. Like Slave Allah or King Knowledge.
Let him go first.
Okay.
That's not how it works. You see what I'm
So
saying?
I think the
You
audience.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
True Knowledge, Versace and the Q.
because I don't want any excuses. So we should just pick and see who goes first in regards to picking a number or doing a random selection or something like that.
Okay. Or we could just say, whatever, if we
King,
ask
I
everybody.
is here. I is here, King.
I drop.
Okay.
I drop for you. I'm gonna drop.
Go ahead. If you want to, just, you know what I'm saying? I want to, okay.
Okay, maybe we should draw what's that thing called? A dice. Do we do that? Or do we do
Dice will work.
okay.
Brothers.
All right, so what we could do, since the dice is up to 6, right? So we got, okay, somebody went down. I'm just gonna bring this person up.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we got like 4 and 4, right? So each, okay, let's see, from my end, right? We'll pick 2 numbers. From King Knowledge, we'll pick 2 number, right? And the number that nobody choose, that means we're gonna redo it again, right? So all right, so I'm gonna make the kid choose a number and cease it fly. And then King Knowledge, you could tell anybody within your group to choose a number. But both of us, we can't have the same number. So 1, 2, 5.
1 through 5?
Yep.
Okay. You want me to tell you or you want me to hold it?
You know what? This is a good idea. You take 2 number, King Knowledge, and then Slave of Allah will take 2 number, right? And then so the 2 number, you could just say it out loud. Slave of Allah gotta say it out loud. And then, yeah, go ahead.
25.
So 2 and 5. Okay.
Right.
Slave of Allah?
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Okay, so 2 and 5, 3 and 4. So 1, if 1 comes up, that means we're gonna redo it again until we get those numbers. And remember your number, okay? All right, so King Knowledge got 5. So you start, King Knowledge.
All right. No problem. What's going on with everybody in here? Today I'm gonna speak about the black woman being God. Today I'm gonna break down the aspect.
Sorry, King Knowledge. I apologize. I forgot one thing. I apologize, brother. And so we gotta have a timer from your end, right? Choose one person as a timer. The kid is my timer, right? And then we're gonna start with the timers first. So we're gonna unmute the whole. We're gonna mute the whole panel except you, Slave of Allah, and the 2 timers, right? So who you want to choose from your end as a timer?
Well, but we had a discussion. I thought he was going to talk about how Allah is not God, and I was supposed to talk about how black women is not.
You can't speak right now. All right, be quiet. All right, so Coco, she's the timer. Let me unmute. I'm gonna mute everybody now. Right? Okay. So Knowledge. Unmuted. Slave of Allah. Unmuted. Coco, she's gonna be unmuted. No problem, brother. The kid will be unmuted. So now, Coco, if you come out from the mute, appreciate it. So, okay, so you guys ready with the timers?
How long is the time for?
Hold on.
5 minutes.
Okay,
5
yes.
minutes.
Okay, you just let me know when you set the time. And then once you set the time, say go.
Okay, the time is ready. You ready, King?
Wait, one second.
All right.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go.
Good evening, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in to the debate. Thank you for allowing me to actually be up here serenade you with some of the knowledge that I have. You might not agree with it. You may agree with it. But my thing is to prove to you some things by evidence, by logic, and by reasons. The three things that I go by. In regards today, I'm going to prove to you how your mother is your creator. Your mother is your God. And out of all women, the black woman is God. I'm going to prove that to you today. There's certain things that she can do that other women can't do. I'm going to prove to you how Allah was Alat, which was a female that was changed into a male. And they literally do that to the purpose of they don't let you know anything about it. They keep it away from you. And they literally dispose of this information so nobody actually has any knowledge of it. I'm also going to go into detail some disgusting things about so-called religion of Islam, the racism. I'm going to go into the woman beating that's allowed if a man doesn't have sex with you. I mean, that if a woman doesn't have sex with you, you could beat your wife. I'm going to take you to these verses in these holy books that they have. I'm going to show you how Muhammad, which is their prophet, was a illiterate teacher, which is a contradictory and so very, 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 very ironic. How could you not know how to read and write, but yet you're teaching people about a book called the Quran? So we're going to go into these things. We're going to see if these people are mentally sane or if it's just indoctrination. We're going to find out where Islam originated from in regards to the Catholic Church. We're going to talk about Khadijah. We're going to talk about a lot of things in regards to this Islam thing. And we're also going to prove how your mother is your creator. I'm not talking about some shit outside in the sky. I'm not talking about some shit downstairs in the ground. I'm talking about your physical mother, how she formulated you and you came up out of her to the point you forgot about her when you got a little older. So we're going to go into all of these things. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. And I hope you're going to be in tuned enough to actually open up your mind and listen to some of these things. The first thing that I want to ask everybody in the room is how can a God that doesn't have a physical body, doesn't have lips to talk with, doesn't have a mind to conceive, doesn't have a brain to operate with, is going to give the Quran to a man named Muhammad as a divine inspiration? And the book is about this thick. And this man just downloaded all this information and just gave it to the people. This is no more other than the same fuckery that we have dealt with Christianity, to the point where Islam honors Jesus more than they do their own prophet Muhammad. They have referenced Jesus numerous of times throughout the Quran and their holy books and left out the prophet Muhammad. When it comes to these Arabs in the Middle East and in these northern African countries, they're mixed with the black woman's seed. They're mulattoes. They're not blonde hair and blue eyes. They have dark hair and dark eyes. They're mulattoes. They're little petito Negroes. And they have no idea of who they are. But the only pure Caucasians is the blonde-haired and blue-eyed Europeans. Now, outside of that, these people are walking around here with dark melanin hair, dark melanin eyes. So somewhere down the line, these so-called fake Arabs or Arabian people or light-skinned Arabs literally have no understanding about their identity. They're little niggas. And they don't want to actually come to terms with that. So they come up with another name like a Mexican, like a Argentinian, like a Brazilian, like a, British or whatever. They come up with all of these names to claim a land. So that means that I'm from Jordan, I'm Jordan. You understand? I'm from Yemen, I'm Yemen. I'm from Iran, I'm Iran. No, you're not. You's a mulatto. So in regards to it, they got a religion that made them stick together. And they have literally went out here and stuck by it. 40% of all child marriages are done by Islamic fanatics. There's a reason why, and I'm going to explain that later on in the build. So get ready for me to destroy his God while he attempts to destroy mine, which is indestructible because she's living.
Time up.
All right. So let's start the timer for Slave of Allah. Right. The kid is back. So I mean, it would be nice to even show I like what Kuku did, right? So let me know when you guys are ready to time Slave of Allah. All right, Slave of Allah, you there?
Yes, brother.
The kid? Okay, go ahead, the kid.
Let me know when I'm.
Oh, I forgot. Let me unmute the kid. I completely forgot that. Let's see.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Okay, all right. So when I say go, start the time, okay?
Go ahead.
All right, go.
Done.
All right. However, Bari is doing. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers, and peace be to the rest of the people. I want to begin with this topic: how delusional did the black man became, confusing the black woman to becoming a god, well, moving her role from being a woman into becoming goddess, and how a man, probably a father did not be in his household, got him to confuse or to pimp women from that particular point for him to push his own agenda. What I wanted to start is, I like to make human beings humble, to know their role, not to make the black woman feel like she's better than a black man, or to say, I wanted to bargain because of the eggs that I have within me that makes me God. Centuries and centuries ago, there was a male role, and this man, just because probably he lost, there was no father figure in his house, now he's looking to a role of a woman to be in a higher status. Well, I'm here to remind you, brother, and to bring you to this earth, and to know the God that you're taking as a woman is not truly God. Because a God cannot be in any way how subtracted of a thing. A woman that bleeds cannot be God. A woman cannot conceive a child with no sperm, cannot be God. So I want to start from that point of view and build from there. But the other allegation, I want to speak up so I can prove my point, because there was an allegation of women beating, and I want to go ahead and correct that. And to make him understand, because I think we spoke a million times, but I guess he didn't understand. I want to say, how is a black woman is God? Let's look at her physical feature. She's built to be nurturing, not as conquering. If she was a conqueror, a man's supposed to submit to a woman. They wouldn't need us. But this brother is pushing the agenda of a female hero role for everyone. Well, I don't deny that. Everybody loves their mother. But that doesn't change the factors and facts that a woman is a woman. She can't live without a man. Neither a man cannot live with a woman. So we're both in need of each other. But this agenda that this brother is pushing is the same agenda as the white people are pushing, moving the black man out the household and making us bound down to a woman and making her as a god. Well, sir, you're helping the white agenda. You're truly helping the white agenda. Why? How is a man who is built to be a man to fulfill the house duty have to come back at home and bow down to a woman? When you push her to be God, you are degrading the man to becoming nothing. So sometimes do you ask yourself that type of question? Or was there a missing role from a father hole in the house? Or either, second scenario, that you're a goddamn pimp trying to extort money or take money from this woman because there was a man who used to have a great warehouse, which is a Victoria's Secret. He's a Jewish man. He sat down and thought about an idea. He said, how can I make a great money? He said, women outweigh the population of men in greater numbers. I yield. I'll stop it from there, and I could go ahead and build from the rest of the moment. Thank you.
All right, I guess Slave of Allah, he gave up his time. All right, so we can go to King Knowledge and the people with times. When I say go, start the time, okay? Unmute yourselves, timers.
King, you ready?
All right.
Yep.
All right, so when I say go, you start the time, okay? All right?
All right, time is starting now.
All right, so I'll say 1, 2, 3, go.
I appreciate it. In regards to everything that you just heard, it was more personal, and I think everybody in the room heard it, than it was knowledgeable. It was more personal attacks. As if I was some type of prank trying to get money out of women. I don't even do PKs, you guys. So at the end of the day, these people know how frustrated I get regards to coming on here and giving my time and not being appreciated as I teach. I have never begged none of these women for anything. I have never came at these women to give me any money. I don't understand what this man is actually insinuating. And retrospective to the audience, don't forget that later on in the debate. Now, I came here to show you some things. In regards to the patriarch, which is a male-ruled society, they had this guy named Abraham. And Abraham, this name meant Father Brahm. Now, I know you guys are like, what the fuck is he talking about? What is this nigga about to get into? Just stay with me. Because this Abraham, you understand, also was the patriarchal god named Brahma from India. Remember the three gods, Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma? Well, yeah, that Hindu religion is way older than Islam. So when they brought that actual Hindu religion, they actually took some things from it. Same thing with Catholicism. They started to steal. In regards to them stealing, you guys have to be able to understand that they took Brahm, made it into Brahma, and then added the A. Now you got a Brahmaham. And then even in Islam, you have a Brahma, founder of Mecca. Let's get into it. You see what I'm talking about? The founder of Mecca. When you continue on and you start looking at these things, even Mecca was called Becca, which was feminine, but they changed it to Mecca, which was masculine, to fit the patriarch. Islam is a fraud. Your mother isn't. I don't really have to build too much on the black woman because you know that the black woman is the only woman that can give out 22 shades of actual children, meaning that you can be light-skinned, copper-colored, mahogany, you could be purple, yellow, blue, you could be all the colors because all colors come from black. So when you're talking about the black woman, everybody in the room needs to understand that she is the only one that can make all shades, even an albino. She can make an albino, somebody with blonde hair and blue eyes that's literally from a black mother. That black woman can do that with a black man. And when you're talking about all these other women, they cannot do the same thing. They don't have the same capabilities. They don't have the same actual genetic makeup. So we get back into it. The man made a statement and he really pissed me off talking about the woman's menstrual blood. Well, this nigga got menstrual blood running through his veins right now. I mean, where else did he get his blood from? For you to sit there and talk about a woman's menstrual blood, which is the elixir to life that even Poloni and Aristotle talked about was literally the elixir to life. The Africans even spoke about it was the elixir to life. Even the Kaaba had everything to do with the womb. When you guys look at that Kaaba over there in Mecca or that cube, that had everything to do with the black woman's womb, but they don't want to tell you about it because they don't know nothing about it because they're not black. And there's some Arabs that literally got their information from some Europeans, so now they think they run and stuff when they just the custodians watching it until we get back in power. So it sounds good, but Islam is on its way out the door. It doesn't have any standings. Khadijah was a Catholic, so at the end of the day, the Catholic Church needed somebody that was a warlike warrior, so they used Muhammad to literally brainwash the people to go against Christianity. That's why all the religious wars were going on. Then we get into this about what this man is saying. I'm still shocked on this man said something about menstrual blood, y'all. Like, where did he think he got his blood from? His daddy? So you telling me your daddy went into your mama and stroked that motherfucker goddamn Muslim vagina? with the little mask on the face and a little head wrap, and he was stroking that motherfucker, and he shot blood up into your mama? It doesn't make any sense, does it? So for you to sit there and ridicule and blaspheme menstrual blood when you walking around with your same mama's menstrual blood in your womb, saying that she didn't have a period for 9 months, boy, something wrong with you. Seem like you've been brainwashed. Seem like you don't even understand the black woman that she is. I mean, your mama came from a black woman. You want to cam up and show everybody your face and your hair? Yeah, that's where she came from. Remember, the black woman created the Arabs too, the Chaldeans, the Phoenicians, and all you North African countries. Somehow y'all forgot who y'all is along this whole road. But I mean, your mama was God until somebody taught you about God. I mean, if your mama was in America, you would be praying to Jesus Christ on your hands and knees. But because your mama from the Middle East, you pray to Allah, which is Allah. And you're going to learn today, little boy. I yield.
All right. So now, let's start the time again. That's going to be for Slave of Allah. So 1, 2, 3, go, Slave of Allah.
All right, brother. Again, he made the only black woman can produce a child with different color shade, but he forgot a man's sperm who is black can capable of producing the same thing with a white woman, sir. So that defeats your argument there, even if he sleeps with a white woman. That defeats your whole argument there. Second of all, I don't understand this buffoonery of menstrual blood. A woman, when you have to take a DNA test, does it show only your mother or does it only show your father? It shows both. How are you going to find out that's your daddy right there? How are you going to find out? Brother, first of all, you need to calm yourself down and educate yourself. And stop lying to these people like Allah and Abraham. Abraham has a father. If there is a Hindu scripture trying to go ahead twist the teachings, says from Islamic or people was way before, including the Torah, which is the book of the Jews or Christianity. Abraham is the role figure and he have a father. We can prove it to you through a blood lineage. Abraham's father is Azar. So where did we get the last name from? If it's Egyptian mythology, as you were trying to go ahead give the rest of the people. You understand? I'm here to humble you down and let you know a woman figure role is supposed to be at home taking care of her children. That doesn't make her a God for you just to see. If you're truly missing your mother, I mean, go ahead, go home. But to be honest with you, that doesn't make her a God because your mother have to die too. The meaning of God, if we have to go ahead and describe it, is He knows everything, ever living, doesn't die, doesn't bleed, doesn't sleep. We could put all that in a row right there. So that diffuses your whole argument. And that should destroy all your argument, all this nagging, all that stuff you've been doing. I yield. That's more than, I will give you a few minutes. I can explain a lot. When you talk about Khadija, she was not a Christian. She was on the religion of Abrahamic faith. I yield. I destroy all your argument.
What would you like? Okay. Whenever you feel like you want to press it. Waiting on you. Appreciate you guys actually, sitting back through this. It's kind of sad when you watch this because
All right, guys. Sorry, I took a little time. I apologize. Trying to get to my phone. Let's restart the time.
Mother Nature because
King Nacho.
they call it.
Yeah, sorry, King Knowledge. We're gonna
Second
restart
time,
the time
bro.
for you. Yeah, my bad, my phone.
True
fall.
knowledge. Let's
But go ahead. We're gonna restart. Yeah, we're gonna restart the time for. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna restart the time for King Knowledge, so everybody be silent. All right, go ahead, King Knowledge.
No problem. Mother Nature. When you're dealing with Mother Nature, everybody got to be able to understand that Mother Nature gives us everything that we need without us having to ask her for it. When we leave this planet, Mother Nature will still be here. Mother Nature is a title. That's a title that's given to nature. Our mother is a title. That's a title that's given to a female that births us. Mother Nature and a black woman is synonymous. They both do the same thing. They sustain us, they nurture us, they lead us, they birth us, they do the same thing. So what I'm trying to understand is, how is my mother going to give me a brain to be able to comprehend and get on a panel like this and have a conversation? And she's not listed as God when she created this brain in my body along with everything else. Now, why is it my mother in the conversation of God, but just some male masculine deity that talked to Muhammad and declared him to be the last prophet? Make this shit make sense, everybody in the room. I need to be able to understand how this shit makes any sense, that I'm supposed to denounce the woman that birthed me, that created me, that formulated me in her womb, and then give her up for some spookism, some God in the sky that's running everything that they say this, that, and the other. But what they don't tell you is that Islam is a moon religion. That's why you have the crescent moon and the star. That is feminine. Does everybody in here understand that? Islam has the crescent moon and star. That is feminine. Do you guys understand why that is? You probably don't, because Islam, people like this guy named Slave of Allah, who thinks he's slave to a man, but all of us men are slave to women if you're a heterosexual man. Am I lying? Now, would you bow down as a man to another man or another male deity, or would you stand up to him and look him straight in the eyes and say, listen, this ain't what you want? But he's a slave to Allah. And he considers Allah some type of man or male figure. I'm not into homosexuality. I'm into heterosexuality. I like women, and that's what I go for. And when you guys go really look it up, it gives you women more of a stance to stand on. The late Islamic masculinization of the Arabian goddess Alat, or Alat, or Ali-Tu of the Babylonians. Don't believe me, go look it up. They formerly worshiped her at the Kaaba before Islam became a patriarchal religion and started to be ruled by man. It has been shown that Allah of Islam was a male transformation of the primitive lunar deity of Arabia. Her ancient symbol, the crescent moon, still appears on Islamic flags, even though modern Muslims no longer admit any feminine symbolism, whatever connected with the holy patriarchal Allah. You guys know that. I mean, it's not something for you to even think about. Just look at it. When you're dealing with Christianity, they're dealing with the sun. Am I lying? So when they're dealing with the sun, they're dealing with who? Jesus Christ, the male. They got two crosses. Am I lying? So you're dealing with a patriarchal son in regards to looking at this religion over here in Christianity. Then when you go to Catholicism, they're dealing with the dome, the womb, and they pray to Mary. So you're dealing with femininity in Catholicism. And when you go to Islam, they got the crescent moon and the star. So you can tell that that was a feminine, actual religion. These people came and took it and made it into some type of warlike thing that it was going around saying Ali Akbar and killing people, bombing people, because people were misinformed. They was illiterate. Somebody was telling them the story. They didn't have any books to read. I need you guys to think about this for a minute. If somebody comes and tells you to sacrifice your life for Allah and you think Allah is God and you never read no books because you didn't have any money and you was in poverty, then more than likely you probably think about it, especially if you have been tricked. That's all that I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Go do your research. For some reason, this man don't want to do it. He just wants to be a follower instead of stepping up and being a leader like a natural woman. Like a natural woman. He refuses to be a leader because women are leaders naturally. That's why they call them nurturers, because they're natural nurturers by nature and they naturally lead, and that's what they do. And then Islam comes along and tells a woman that, no, move out the way. We're the leaders now. We're going to put it in our scriptures that we're going to do this and do that to you. What? Why are they doing that? I don't understand. What are they doing that for? And then I want to understand why Muhammad felt like the need to have sex with a 6-year-old girl.
9-year-old.
He was 54 years old, everybody. The Prophet Muhammad, that all of these people actually bow down to and get on their knees and love and accept, had sex with a 6-year-old girl. Now, you know, times was different back then. You can get away with stuff like that then. But think about a 6-year-old little girl and a 54-year-old man. Then somebody said that is my prophet. Is that not condoning pedophilia? And I'm asking you guys in the room. You guys can look it up. You can just put Aisha. Just look it up. Thank you. I yield.
All right, slave of luck. Get ready, brother.
Wow.
Okay, so the kid. Let's do this again, right? All right, so you can start. Go ahead, start.
Well. It looked like the man became to not being a male. Thank God I'm an alpha male and this man is a little male. Let me repeat it. Thank God I'm an alpha male. This man is a little male. How do you expect for a real man to come back to his house bowing down to a woman, degrading himself as a male, to put himself down to a woman and bow down and worship her? Is that what you're trying to feed us? Is that what you're trying to tell people, like, oh, women is God? What does a woman is, first of all? Is another human being with emotion just like you. How is she even better than you? But I see you get into the part of, let me talk about the prophet and all that stuff. Brother, that it's not the concern. The thing is, concern is here is, brother, you are missing a male figure in your household. I can tell, brother. I swear to God, I can tell 100%. What shows me that you are more feminine than a male figure, you don't want to step up and become the male figure role in your household. At least I know how to take care of my issues as a male. But let me go ahead and educate you, because you said Allah is a Babylonian God and all that stuff. First of all, Allah means the word is the God, the creator, the sustainer, the life giver, the life taker, the one who breathes life to you, the one who takes. This mother nature that you are perceiving is a word of a European man-made. Before, European word like mother nature never existed. They used to say the earth sustained itself. That's the true meaning of it. But when you're trying to take this out of context, it's not going to make sense at all. So that defeats your mother nature out the way. Also, whatever a woman has in her womb, she cannot even dictate how the child is going to be. She can't even dictate if it's going to be a male or female. That destroys the woman God aspect, because she's unknowing. She cannot know. She doesn't know how the baby's going to look like. She doesn't know what color is going to come out to her. It is, except she's guessing. I think the dad is black, or I'm black, but you can have a light-skinned baby. Regardlessly, that defeats all your argument. You have nothing to stand on. Besides, you got to pimp these ladies, because that's why the only reason you're pushing a feminist movement. To me, it looked like more as a feminist movement. So I'm going to tell the black people, yo, get ready. Y'all need to go outside and get more other wives, because these women, if they believe this bullshit, y'all need to get the hell out of here. Because she talking about, I'm God, bro. I'm giving you my feet, massage that shit. Bro, brother, come back to your human senses and go find your father, because it looked like to me you're missing your daddy, bro. Man, I yield, because this guy, I'm debating somebody who's not intelligent at all. I destroyed all his comments within 2 sentences. Mother Nature does not exist before. They used to call it the earth system, its old self. That's number one. Write a note. Take a note. Write it down. Second, when you talk about Allah, this is different when we say Allah. The two words is different. So you cannot use an English term to try to explain it in Arabic terms. Allah is different. It's the God. Allah, it was a different God. It's a stone. It does not benefit anyone. And do not use the Christian tactics so you can win a battle. Or because the Muslims, they did too. Man, we are against you. Christian, Muslim, we're all against you. You cannot fool our women. You cannot fool our women. And stop tricking these ladies, man. They only have is a Hoover. What, the vagina now became God? You want me to bow down to a vagina? Brother, fix yourself, brother. You're making yourself look ridiculous. All this buffoonery.
I bow down to that vagina.
I yield.
Even though it doesn't love me anymore.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna. I think. So let's see. So we're gonna do 2 more, and then afterwards we'll do questions, right? And then Slave of Allah and King Knowledge gonna answer questions, right? So let's do King Knowledge, and then after King Knowledge, Slave of Allah, and then questions and answers. All right. So the kid. Okay, start the time for King Knowledge.
Should I eat his feet? This shit smells good as fuck. Yeah.
I'm not gonna start the time until he lets me know he's ready. That's how I'm trying to do it.
Try to get it infused with
Okay.
$35.
Yeah. So King Knowledge, when you're ready, let him know, so you can start the time.
That shit still gonna smoke like fast, yeah. I didn't get nothing else.
My face is not your nipple.
You guys able to hear, right?
Fucking stupid. Son. She don't even wanna come down.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm not supposed to do
Okay, let me put him back. All right. Let me unmute King Knowledge. All right, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me now?
King Knowledge, tell us when you're ready.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
can hear you,
know. I
right?
don't know. My microphone was up. Okay, I'm ready.
I was actively buying lighters all the time.
What's going on? Everybody in the room, I got my son right here because this man keeps talking about something in regards to not having a father figure when we're 2 grown men having a debate. He feels like the reason why I say that the black woman is God is because I didn't have a father figure. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm a father right now, everybody in the room. I am a father, and this is my son. Hello, son. Hello. How long have I been your father? For 16 years. Have I never not been your father? No. Okay, so you've had somebody in your life that can guide you and instruct you. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Right. You think your father's a good man? Yeah. You think he's a great man? Yeah. You think he's astonishing? Yes. Do you think that I've done anything to harm you in any way? No. Have I motivated you? Yeah. Have I brought you up? Yes. Do you have a 4.0? Yes. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Talk to you in a minute. So even if I didn't have a father, I became a father to my son. And I wanted you to hear that in regards to you keep thinking that I'm saying what I'm saying as if I'm a lack of a man, as if I'm some feminine actual individual in a male bodysuit that's literally sitting here trying to get women's money and manipulate them in some type of way. I don't know what your agenda is, but you said some things in regards to who Allah was. And you said Allah is a sustainer. Well, in order for a child to live, then the black woman has to actually have breast milk to sustain that child. Black woman is not.
That's right. Damn, man. You probably hear me talking in the background of this shit too.
Wait a minute. Did King Knowledge?
I stopped this time. Cause I can't hear him. I stopped this time.
Oh, okay. All right. King Knowledge, if you could hear us, we can't hear you right now. Like, come up, go down, come up again, so that, you can finish your statement. And the time has been stopped for you. I don't know if you can really hear us, Somebody type in, let them know. Nobody can hear me.
That you take up a debate with some lame ass Muslim nigga. Yeah.
Brother, let me call my son too. Since he called his son.
Okay, let me see. Time type in, let King Knowledge know nobody can hear him. He can.
Unmute Lion. Unmute Lion. When he come back, he can continue his time.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, he is back. Okay, he's back now. Let me put him back. All right, so let me unmute him. All right, so can you talk, King Knowledge?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Maybe I was disconnected from my Wi-Fi or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay. Now we can hear you. So we're gonna go back to the time. So you can continue with your statements.
All right.
All right. Go ahead. Start. The kid.
Now, in regards to everything that I was saying, the black woman gives you breast milk. That breast milk is to sustain life. Everybody in the room knows that mother's breast milk is very essential and a part of being life. So everything that he's saying God was, because he said God is a sustainer, a life giver, a leader, and a breath giver. And I'm thinking about that. That's everything that our mother is, isn't it? Our mother is the sustainer by the breast milk. She is the life giver by actually birthing us out of her canal. And she's the one that's introduced us to air. Because in the womb, we was not breathing. We was underwater, right? So when you think about that, God damn, bro, you just described the black woman and everything that you said that Allah was. Then if you look at it in a personification of nature, that black woman, once again, in my opening statement, gives us the brain that we use to have this conversation. It's beautiful when you really think about it. Because even Muhammad understood that the black woman was God even before he got into his actual power. When Muhammad overthrew the old religion of Arabia, which were the Qurayshites and the goddess Qori that y'all don't even know about, you know what I'm saying, that nobody even speaks about, even in Islam, because they have hid it, he did not dare to get rid of the moon code in a radical manner. Only much later was he powerful enough to forbid prostration before the moon, and that was in the Quran, Surah 437. Before Islamic times, the moon deity was the most prominent object of cults in ancient Arabia. Arab women still to this day insist that the moon is the parent of God. Even they went to Mount Sinai, and if you guys look up Mount Sinai being the moon of the gods, you will be able to see that that's what Moses went up to talk to the Elohims, who were the gods, and they were females, but they never break that down to you. But when you look in Genesis 1:26, what does it say? Let us make men in our likeness and in our image. Literally, who is us and who is man? Then when you look at the genetic biological makeup of the man composed to the woman, you will see that every component that a man has, a woman has. And then you look at that XY chromosome and you see that the man is missing part of the chromosome. And everybody can go look it up. This is why the Y chromosome is deteriorating. It won't be around too much longer. It's already defected. The Y chromosome is nothing but a defected X chromosome. The woman has always been God. That's why all life starts off as female before 6 to 8 weeks when the woman decides whether it's a male or not based off of her genetic makeup. So in regards to it, no God went inside that woman and helped that woman make a baby. I don't know what you men be thinking about when you actually be turning these conversations into logical fuckery. The woman is the only one creating that child within her. No man went up there and gave her blood. He gave her genetic information. That's why there's a difference between a DNA test and a blood test. But this man don't know about this because he's stuck in the fucking Quran. And I'm sorry that you are, but maybe you need to go call your son. Why you laugh and joke because I put my son online letting you know that I'm actually somebody in his life. I mean, you said I didn't have nobody in mind. So when we get into these things, you got to be able to understand that I bow down to vagina. I'm a heterosexual man. My whole life I worship vagina. Now I understand why. If you don't like it, then you have to actually check your sexuality. Yeah.
All right, before we move any further, before you go any further, whoever did the sound effect, don't do it again.
Yeah, don't do it. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna start Slavullah, get ready. So you ready, Slavullah?
Yeah, I'm ready. Bismillah.
Go ahead, kid.
Well, congratulations if you are in your son's life, but you're still missing a father figure in your own household for your own self. That's why I see there's a lot of default in you, man. I hope that black brother take care of you very well, because what I see is a lot of negativity in you. And first of all, the other thing you were talking about, the woman is a breast giver. She gives the milk, you know, she breathes life, you know, to this. Listen, the child could die in her womb. There's nothing guaranteed there. That's number one. And for her to give the breast milk, that means she needs to eat. So that still is dependency on the man, who is the household male, to take care of her, for her to produce a child, the milk for her to feed her child. Regardlessly, no matter how many times you try to run, and Muhammad knew there's a black woman was God. He never even said that. And when you say we're bound down to the moon, I can give you a reference.
Not down the man, but a woman can.
Especially black women, we're talking about.
All right, stop time.
Like what, the 19th
I don't know what happened to him.
Chapter 6,
Okay, go.
verse
keep
162. Chapter 6, verse 162. It says, Inna salatu wa mahyaya wa nusuki lillahi rabbil alameen. All my worship and my worship is toward who? And my worship and prostration is toward who? He says, to the creator of mankind. Again, you're making a lot of mistakes and a lot of assumptions, sir, for you to defend your false God, which is a black woman. And I told you, if you consider a black woman, that makes you not paying attention to the white woman, which is capable of doing the same thing with a black man DNA. His sperm. A woman cannot produce a child without a black man's sperm, sir. Regardlessly, even if it's a white man came to her and tried to birth a child from her, she's still gonna have a black child. The shade of the color might be a light skin, but a black man could do the same thing with a white woman, and the baby can turn light skin. Bro, what are you trying to feed this woman? Stop pushing this feminist agenda. I'm telling you, bro, you should wear your pink suit, bro, because you look like to be a pimp, and you calling your son. Let me call my son, man. If I call my son right now, he said, Daddy, you're a good father. I moved him to Africa. Why did I do that? Because I want him to learn how to be a man. To be a man. Brother, I'm telling you, bro. You're being too soft, bro. I bow down and worship a vagina. What the hell? It's just a hole. Right now, there's toys that's being sold as a fake vagina. They can do the same shit. Please a man. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? Just because you can have a child, can she have a child without no sperm? That's my question to you. I keep destroying all your argument. It doesn't mean nothing. Brother, you're just an insecure man who's hiding in the cave saying, hey, woman, can you give me food? Bro, you're shivering and shaking, bro. You need some help. Let me go ahead and teach you how to be around the other brothers, because, you know, you need a real man around you, bro. I see how you move, bro. I'm trying to educate you, bro. Take it from me, bro. Stop being a soft-ass dude, bro. Come on, man. Take care of your household like your daddy used to do, bro. Shit.
Bro, bro, no disrespect. It goes for both sides. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bro, you gotta tell the truth, bro. This guy is a feminist, dog.
Is it real?
I gotta help my black brother. Brother, man, you dragging us to the floor. We already struggling with feminist movement. And you're back over there trying to feed the black woman. Black man ain't shit. You're doing the same shit. Bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm a man. And I like to stay a man. I am in top of my household. It's been there for centuries. There's no way this can be changed. Right now, it's the same gay shit. That feminist thing is moving, making a black man to be a homosexual because they don't want to deal with the bullshit with the woman. Man, I got a wife. I'm happy, bro. But I'm a man in top of my household. That's how the old man, from the time of beginning, which is the creation of Adam, because his wife is from a rib. She came out of a man. Bro, man, I yield, man. I swear to God, I'm talking to a buffoonery. This is a joke. Bro, you ain't give me one even prove a woman is God. She is in need of a man. She can't survive without a man. What are you talking about, brother? I bet you if all these women is moving to Africa right now, and there is no job at anything, she back over there looking at that man saying, please, man, help me. As a matter of fact, if your daughter came in the house saying, hey, daddy, since you believe a black woman is God and I'm pregnant, I got a child with me, would you believe that with no man intervention? Can you explain that? Because you're pushing it to some places that don't even make sense, bro. Bro, let me teach you how to be a real man. I yield.
All right. So now we're going to do questions and answers. right? So everybody who wants to ask questions, you know, you got only 3 minutes to ask a question. After that, I'm gonna drop you. Okay? All right, so we'll go with the first one. Say less. So let's bring say less into the room.
Before we start, brother, before you go any further, this is a ground rule. Respectful questions. That goes for everybody. You did any disrespect questions that go to both sides, you kicked out of here. That's a fact. If it's a question, ask the question that's prominent and that's towards the both opponents. No disrespect. If you don't want to believe, go about your business. But it has to be a respectful question.
All right, so let me see. Some of the who raised their hands. Okay, Lion will come to you later, right? So say less. Go ahead with your question.
All right, then I must ask a qualifier on what is the range of respect based on both men's personal attacks against each other. So if I'm not allowed to do a personal attack and I must be respectful of both persons' religion, can I bring up, one, anything regarding Khadijah's age and how old he was? Second, can I bring up also the history of...
I ask one... No, hold on. You only ask one question, right? Whoever you want to ask, it has to be either Torah slave of Allah or King Knowledge, right?
Also, is that Khadijah...
Are those within range of qualifying the kid? So if those are okay, then my questions will be respectfully.
All right, so go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question is that being that Khadijah was 16 and the Prophet Muhammad was around 50 at the time of their marriage, was that tradition of having little girls as wives continued throughout to modern day? And can I look up at least several cases of male upon male forced on rape of women within those known cultures such as Kuwait, Afghanistan,
okay, you're not asking
Emirates, and etc. Why is this tradition? So the question is, why is this tradition still continued?
Okay, sir, you asked the question. I appreciate you. I need you to drop down. I'll answer for you. First of all, Khadijah was way older than the Prophet, peace be upon him. Again, you asked me Khadijah, so you cannot change it. Khadijah was older than the Prophet, I believe, 25. So the Prophet, I think he was 20 or some years old, and Khadijah, I think she was 40 or above years old. So that answers your question. Thank you for asking me about Khadijah. Go ahead.
All right.
Do I get a chance to answer because he? Do I get a chance to answer because he wasn't specific? He didn't say who.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, King Knowledge.
In regards to it, I don't think that he meant Khadijah because he used the number 16. So he doesn't really know because he's not Islamic or a Muslim. So he meant to say Aisha. And in regards to saying Aisha, Aisha was 6 years old when the Prophet Muhammad married her and consecrated her when she was 9. And if you look up the word consecrated, it means to go into, to have sexual intercourse with. And this is in their surah, their holy books. That's why there was an attempt to avoid the question and put it on Khadijah, who was 45 years old. And, you know, Muhammad was 25 at the time. At the end of the day, that's not what he was asking. He was wondering why this little girl, who was 6 years old, was with this 54-year-old man. Then he was wondering why all of these things happen in the Middle East, where you have all of these child marriages that go on, and these little girls are being married off at young ages. It's kind of like human trafficking under the name of Allah, under the name of Islam, under the name of the Prophet Muhammad. It's kind of like if he got to do it, then everybody can do it.
Brother,
if you're
we're not
in
giving
Islam,
lecture. We're not giving
okay.
lecture. You
I was
asked
just,
a
I was
question.
just answering the question. Nobody stopped you. Nobody stopped you. Nobody stopped you.
I appreciate you. Oh, come on, man.
Nobody stopped you, though. Nobody stopped you. I didn't disrespect you. Nobody stopped you.
Hold on.
He asked me a question, and he flipped it.
Yeah, he did not answer. He did not ask you the question. He asked the question.
Hold on. Listen to both of opponents. We're gonna do
Alright,
this fairly. We're gonna give everybody a chance to answer. We're gonna fact check both answers. That's for both opponents.
Thank you.
All right.
All
I
right,
want to
so,
reply back to it. I want to, hold on, true knowledge. I want to reply to the age of
question
Aisha.
is complete.
Yeah, no, it's not complete yet because he said the fact check. You got to fact check what he said. It says in the Quran. I want the proof. He said it in the Quran. He need to go ahead and lay his proof.
You're lying, and you know I said the surah, the hadith. You know I said that. I did not mention the Quran. Please don't lie on me, sir. Please don't lie on me, sir. I'm very well knowledgeable in these religions. Please don't lie on me.
Hold on.
All right,
The
guys.
surah, I'm going to fact check it right now, and I'll explain. The surah is the Quran. If you'd have said something else, you'd have said the hadith. The surah is not the hadith. The surah is the Quran. That's for both opponents.
Okay.
Is it a holy book of Islam? Because not everybody in the room is Islamic. You know that, right? But in regards to it, is it not a recognized holy book in Islam? So why are we arguing over which book it says it in when it clearly says it? So let's just be honest and let's stop avoiding and deflecting. Does it say it or does not
I'm
say
not
it?
deflecting, brother. I'm giving the fact check. When you said surah, you mean Quran. You should have said hadith. I'm trying to correct you. When you said surah, you're saying the Quran.
Okay, so now that we're here, it says Aisha, daughter of Abu Bakr, was a beautiful little girl. Muhammad married her when he was 53 years old, and she was only 6 years old.
So did
She
you
was
not
only
say
6
surah?
years old. That's just a,
I'm
it's just,
asking
I don't know
you
where it's
to
at.
acknowledge.
All I'm telling you is that you can
Acknowledge.
put
I'm
in
asking you
Aisha's
that you
age
not
of marriage
say-
and it'll go to it. You can even go up a little bit more and you can say, okay, you know what I'm saying? How old is Aisha's wife of Prophet? You know what I'm saying? Aisha was the third wife of the Prophet Muhammad, who played a role of political importance, and I guess they didn't want to put it in there. But everybody can do their research. I'm not just making this up. This is in their holy books. Oxford study sheds light on Muhammad's underage wife, Aisha. This is Oxford. Aisha was betrothed at 6 years old and married at 9. Today, some Muslim fundamentals defend and deploy this. So in regards to it, sir, I don't really care about what holy book it comes from. It's there. It's not a deflection. It's right there. It's right there. It doesn't matter what it says. Is it not there?
Hold on.
Is it not there?
I'm gonna say this.
We agree. The Torah or the New Testament. The
Listen
Torah
to me
or the
very
New Testament.
Listen to me very carefully.
Sir, you're kind of like throwing off. You're kind of like throwing off the whole debate by arguing with this. You're trying to correct me.
Time out. All right, so King Knowledge, yeah, you do bring something that is fact. We're not disagreeing with that as Muslims. We do believe that Aisha was sick at night. All right, so let's move on to the next question. All right, so okay, Sultan, you're next.
Yeah, when you say that the black woman is God, right? What is your definition of God exactly? Did she create the universe? Was she the first being in existence? And let's see, when she created man in her image and her likeness, why didn't she create it in a woman instead of a man? You're talking about about how the black woman.
What do you want me to ask the question? What do you want me to answer the question?
Did you not understand what I said to you?
No, I understand, but you keep going on. You're giving me more and more questions, and I'm not gonna. I can't answer any.
Prove to me. Show me your source. Prove to me where the black woman was the first being that created everything in the universe. Everything. And then she created Adam in her likeness.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough, Sultan. All right, the question is already heard. All right, so I'm gonna drop you down, brother. Okay.
No, I got this, brother. If you listen, you could beat them intellectually.
Brother, we know
No,
that.
brother, go down.
Just simplify the
go ahead.
question.
No, it's not about intellectually. It's proving a point.
Okay, so
the question is for King Knowledge. Go ahead.
And I appreciate it. The black woman is God because she gave us the universe, which is our mind. There is no universe without your mind. You guys understand that the snakes don't think about a universe. Dogs don't think about a universe. A tree is not thinking about a universe. They're not even speaking about universes. So who gave us our mind? See, Mother Nature created the black woman, and the black woman is a personification of Mother Nature, and the black woman gave us our minds to think with. That was the first mind. That was the first universe. That was the first language. That was the first spoken words. That black woman. I mean, think about it, bro. See, the only thing that you have here is two genders. You have male and female. And then you asked a silly question in regards to asking the question of, why didn't the black woman make the black woman? When she created everybody, she did. That's why when you look at it, let us make men in our likeness and in our image. When you look at a man, he's nothing but an inside-out woman. Look at his reproductive organs. The breasts are formulated before the man even gets his testicles. So the breast and nipples are already there on the man. And then after the fact, when the woman decides in her womb after 6 to 8 weeks that she wants to actually create a male, then the testicles drop from the ovaries. I mean, the ovaries drop into testicles. These ovaries that dropped into testicles are now about to begin to start the process of a male. It's called the SYT gene. And then she actually puts a scrotum raphael on top of it and zips it up. And every man in here, and fuck it, to all you women in here, if you ever have looked at your boyfriend or your son or your man or your husband, you will see that there's a zipper lined all the way up from his anus almost to the tip of his penis. That zipper says that actually that would clean him back together and put him back together and sew those outer ovaries back together. Every man in the room has it. Every man that goes to the bathroom has seen it on them. And you never knew what it was. You're looking at yourself as, why is there a straight line from the base of my penis all the way down to the bottom of my balls? And nobody ever knew. Our mothers couldn't tell us, because when you go into scientific research, they tell you how this was done. The woman dropped the ovaries down into testicles, and then she put the scrotoraphael, which is your ball sack, and she put that over it and zipped it up in her womb. She did that. The woman did that. Everybody can go check it out. This is not something that I'm making up. The woman is the creator. So you asking me, why do I call the woman God? Because she created this body. She gave me the lungs. She gave me the skin. She gave me the brain. She gave me the nervous system, the lungs to breathe with. She gave me everything. My father never went up in my mother with his hand and did nothing. He didn't do nothing to create me. He didn't put no blood in my mama. He didn't put his hand in my mama to help create me. He didn't give me no organs, no livers, no nothing. He did nothing. But I do have that nuclear DNA of my father. That's that nuclear DNA, but that has nothing to do with that mitochondrial DNA, which gives all the energy to my cells, 85% of them. And only a woman can pass that on down to her daughter, which makes the woman be the actual lineage holder. And literally, you cannot find lineage through a man. It's not possible, because the man does not give off blood. So how can a man carry on a bloodline? It makes no sense when a woman is the blood carrier that this guy, Slave Allah, speaks down upon. If you don't like women, then you don't like your mama. If you don't want a woman to actually run things, then you're not seeing and acknowledging nature, which is the true God. Women run this world. They always have. That's all that I'm saying. The woman is God.
Right, you guys giving them a lot of time to speak. Hold on, first of all. That defeats your own purpose. I don't know why you shoot your own self in the foot. Was the mother inside her?
You actually asked the question to me directly.
Yeah, but I have to reply to my brother too, because
I didn't know how it worked.
Okay. Brother, first of all, I want to let you know, a mother cannot create nothing. She's just like a chicken laying, sitting on an egg. She doesn't determine how that baby is going to come. She doesn't know even when the time that little zipper he's talking about is going to form. She's not in there to see how that baby is going to form, regardlessly. If we want to talk about intellectually, this brother is just lost his mind. Brother, I don't know if you've gone in the Twilight Zone. I'm going to repeat it back to you because, brother, woman did not create the universe at all. Why? The universe have to be a designer behind it. The one who created this whole earth, the way he functioned, because that woman did not, what did she bring out a tree from? You telling me she brought it out from her vagina? Well, there is reality, and there is people who have a figment of imagination. This earth, we can see it with our own naked eyes. It's something, it's tangible that we can see. We can even breathe this air. What, did the woman give you air to breathe every day? Are you hooked up to her like a ventilating machine or something?
She gave me lungs.
Still keep feeding. No. Who gave you lungs? She didn't even have a dictator if you're gonna have one lungs or two. She's just that
Hey,
a
guys,
chicken sitting on the egg.
It's taking too long. There's people want to ask questions. So number three.
But I want to let them know. It's just a woman sitting on the egg, incubator in her. She doesn't dictate nothing. Not how his nose is gonna look, how his hair is gonna be, none of that stuff. She's just hoping for that child to come out. Are you?
All right, let's be done. Okay, so
everything the woman does while the child is in the womb affects the child. Nothing that the man does while the child is in the womb affects the child. Nothing that the man does. The man could die in a car accident, that won't affect the child. Everything that the woman eats, everything that the woman does while the child is in her affects that child. And every woman in here knows that. So please stop talking down to these women like you are right now. It's ridiculous.
Okay, I want y'all women to produce a cow, a chicken, a horse. What kind of
We're done.
Okay,
let's let number
okay, y'all need to move around to the next question, please.
So go ahead, number three.
All right, peace to the panel. All right, beloved. Let me speak, please. Peace to the panel. You're gonna give me 3 minutes, right? So let me just put some known things out there. Of her biological makeup, she's created to be a nourisher.
Wait. You was quiet for a moment. Can you repeat your question all over again?
Okay, with 3 minutes. Big ups to everything you said.
You don't have 3 minutes to ask a question, bro. This is not about
let me
you.
ask the question. Big up to what you said, King Knowledge. All right, let me speak what I'm saying now. You ain't gonna overtalk me like that.
Oh, my fault.
Here it is what I'm saying. Everything you doing, everything you said about the woman is actual fact. But you're speaking of her as a nourisher. And all those things are to nourish the
what's the
life.
question, sir? What's the question?
I'm getting to it, bro. See, you want to cut me off.
The question.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Can
any woman of any origin have a child without a man?
Thank you, brother. That's a nice question. I'd like to answer. Hell no. She can't have a child without a sperm. We are the seed carrier. She needs my sperm, which is I'm not gonna sell it to her whatsoever if she thinks she's God. She can't produce a child without my semen. So the man is needed to fertilize. You see this earth? You see the earth. You can see it with your natural eye. You can't have a tree without a seed. The seed is important. We're the one who dictate if it's going to be a man or woman through an X chromosome or Y chromosome. The woman only carries XX. So how can she determine what is the child going to be? Besides being an incubator, she's going to take care of. That's her nature. She needs to accept her nature role. But the problem is my confused brother is trying to push a different agenda, like the black woman is God. She's not in need of a man. She don't need nothing. She can make the baby by herself. Then I need her to bow down to my sperm. Because he can't be shit without my sperm. And I'm not giving you that shit. And that's a fact. Are you?
Boom. And I'll pick up the mic where you actually dropped it and fumbled it. You didn't drop it, you fumbled it. So as I pick up this mic, I'm going to let everybody in the room know how sperm is not a seed. And anybody with a logical mind knows that it's actually a sperm cell. It's a living organism. It's a cell. Just like you have cells in your body that are living organism, red blood cells, white blood cells, and they fight each other and they attack anything that comes in the body that's foreign. It's a cell. It's not a seed. So I'm sorry that this man is, indoctrinated with some type of belief system to think that he made something in his body. Everybody in the room, tell me, as a male or a female, what you had to do with the genetic makeup of your body. You had nothing to do with it. Not nail one of y'all had nothing to do with the genetic makeup of your body. Who did? Your mother. Your mother had everything to do with your genetic makeup of your body. If you gave you the lungs to breathe with, like he said God was, the, breath giver, if she gave you the breast milk so that you can actually be able to have life and have a digestive system and have the nourishment that you need, if she gave you the penis so that you can fill it up
with actual sperm to be able to ejaculate in another woman, do you think that she forgot the sperm in you, bro? You had nothing to do with your body. Now you sitting here telling me that you secretly breathe in some sperm out of the air? You walking around and Allah put the sperm in your body. What type of sick God is that? All I'm asking you is, where did it come from? It came from your mother, and the true egg is the seed that is 10,000 times larger than that little itty bitty ass sperm. Now make this make sense. When the sperm hits the egg, it gives a spark of life. And anybody can go and research that yourself. Just go research. Does the sperm give a spark of life when it hits the egg? That spark is the electricity that starts the conception, and the woman takes it from there. And that's all that it is. But that sperm isn't the man's, because the man is literally not nothing in existence. That's a social construct that was given to somebody when they mature. Because you don't call a 12-year-old a man, do you? But he's able to have sperm. And then when you think about it, the woman don't even need the man. All she needs is the sperm. Ooh, now we getting deep. Wait a minute. You said the woman don't even need the man. All she needs is the sperm. That's why they got sperm banks everywhere. But have you ever seen an egg bank? A bank with a man that don't want a woman that can go have a baby without one? Have you ever seen that? No, because the woman has that menstrual blood that you think that is cursed, that you said that was fucked up, and God can never be a woman that bleeds. But yet you got that menstrual blood running through your body because your mother, for 9 months, put it in her, didn't let it out. Let her coagulate you. Let her motherfucking use that blood to fashion you, create you, and your disrespectful little Muslim ass gonna run around this bitch and talk down on your own mama? Now make this make sense. You gotta be a black man because you was talking about black issues. So in regards to it, the woman don't need to make no baby on her own because she already do. I mean, where is the help of the man? All he did was have pleasure. The woman is the one that had to shape-shift her body. The woman is the one that had to go through them long, hard-ass 9 months in contraction, almost lose her life on a goddamn hospital bed. The woman is the one that did it all by her goddamn self. Where did you come in at, nigga? What hole did you dig, nigga? What house did you build, nigga? What body did you get out of shape, nigga? What baby did you have out your anus or your pee hole, nigga? Because you ain't sit there and almost lose your life on that goddamn operating table, did you? You disrespectful ass Muslim? And not Jesus.
Okay,
hold on, man. I got a rebuttal, bro.
Hold on. Let's go with the next question. All right, Lion, you there? You there, Lion? All right, so Lion is not here.
This is a funny
Lion
man, bro. I've never seen a tip-top dancer than this one.
Okay.
Brother, keep dancing,
All right,
man. Keep dancing.
let's number. Yeah, go ahead. And
To both of the panel, could somebody fact check? You said Brahma
the kid,
oh,
brother, all respect to you, brother. Number 8 raised their hand first, then you go next, and then after that, the Lion, okay? All right, so go ahead, number 8.
I just got a question for Slave Allah. Can you explain the umbilical cord for me? That's my question.
Brother, let's move on to the next question. Umbilical cord. You know that's connected for him to eat, get his own nurturement. But what does that got to do? Like, bro, even an egg is connected to a yolk. What does that got to do? You guys are overlooking things. And this brother talking about seed. Bro, you know what I meant by metaphor, fool. You need to sometimes wake up. Oh, you disrespecting ass most. You're a disrespecting father hater, bro. Yeah, you're disrespecting the man role, bro. This what I'm trying to tell you, nigga. Acting like a fool, nigga.
Bro.
You need to be educated, nigga. He said the same shit.
That goes
Let me
for
educate
both of
that,
y'all.
nigga.
No, not you. I don't care about that. I'm talking to somebody else. I'm sorry, I came unmuted.
Listen, it's a creation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one who dictates how the child is going to come up. Not some woman who's sitting and eating and thinking that she can produce a child as she wants. She needs her man to go work and hit the job. 10 hours, hard work. Go work, bring the money home, feed her, for her to get that nutriment. You know, you can see that in nature too, brother. Maybe you're not paying attention, brother. You see a bird when he goes out and fetch food while she's sitting on the egg. Take that as a understanding for you, brother. Man, I'm dealing with a buffoon, man. Go ahead, take the mic and keep lying, bro. You're a great dancer, brother. Keep dancing, bro.
Come on, man. I mean, but don't take too long on the discussion, right, between you two.
No,
And then
it's
we
not
gotta
making
let other
sense.
people
No
speak.
factual evidence.
Ask
Well, the man
questions.
yielded. The man yielded. The man yielded. He yielded.
Right.
All right. So now my response to it. I'm gonna answer the question. In regards to the question, the woman gives the child the umbilical cord because the child is connected to the mother via the placenta. So the nourishment that the mother gives the child and all the food that she's taking in, which affects the child, the smoking that goes in her lungs, the drinking that goes in her body. This is why it tells you on packs of cigarettes, be careful when you're smoking this if you're pregnant, because you could cause deformities to your child. It literally tells you that you can affect that child. And for somebody to get up here and says that you don't have nothing to do with that child while it's in your womb is crazy. It's crazy. It's just ludicrous for a man to think so lowly of a woman that he would not think that that umbilical cord is so significant when he has a belly button. And nobody has gotten a belly button from their father. Can everybody in the room agree? Nobody has ever received a belly button from their father. Their mother has been the only one that has transferred that belly button to the child. So that means that the umbilical cord is a long line that connects you to your ancestors, and it's only through your mother's lineage. This is why I went against the man when he said that Abraham had a father that was from here and there, and he came from this lineage. You cannot trace your lineage through your father. It's not possible. Your bloodline comes from your mother as well as your umbilical cord. So that's what I'm trying to get everybody to understand in regards to what he's saying. Anything else outside of that is just insults, and it doesn't really hold weight. The debate has been nothing about no knowledge, just mad insults and I yield.
All right, so the kid, you wanted to ask a question, go ahead, bro.
For both people on the panel, could you I've heard something in the debate. Somebody said that Brahma was Abraham. I need somebody to show proof that Brahma is Abraham or not, please.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you need somebody, are you asking me directly or are you asking him?
I'm asking both of y'all. I need to show.
Well, I'll let him go first.
If Brahma, hold on. I need to see tangible historical evidence that Brahma is Abraham.
No, you do not need tangible historical evidence because he hasn't come up with any tangible historical evidence. And all he has done was say something out of the Quran. So in regards to it, we can go to book and authors because other than that, there's no source. It's books and authors, sir. So it's not an argument. You're a moderator and you're asking questions as a moderator.
I am because I need to.
I don't understand. Like it was a debate versus me and him.
Listen to me when I'm talking as a moderator.
You told me to listen to you as you're talking. You have no control. Like this is me and True Knowledge was supposed to have a debate versus me and Slave of Allah. I spoke to him. He came to him. He never told me that you were in a debate. So if we need to go back over this whole debate, I want you to prove to me that Muhammad existed.
That's proven. That's how practical fact.
That's not proven. That's not proven. It's not proven, sir. Prove it. Historical evidence. I'm not talking about the Quran. I'm not talking about the Surah. Those are things that's not historical evidence. That's somebody writing something down and literally telling you. So give me historical evidence.
Listen to me very carefully.
I'll give you the Quran verse, Brother Kid, chapter 6. Yeah, let me give you mine. Chapter 6, verse 74. It will say, with Qala Ibrahim li abihi ya Azar. This is his father name. And we go by lineage. We know the father, all the way to Adam, brother. No, listen. Like, you can play with the other people with the Egyptian stuff and all that shit. We go by lineage.
All right. Okay. So, we're gonna, number 3. Let's go with Lion and then number 4.
No. I'm gonna answer his question. I'm gonna second. We're gonna do a little research. And we're gonna go to the same shit that he did. He went to the Quran, like if that's valid for everybody in the room. What happens to the people that don't validate the Quran, that don't believe in it? So all you need is any type of source. So nobody's just making it up. But there's real researchers out here that go look at stuff, so we'll go to this source. Can everybody hear me? Is everybody in here hearing me? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
All right, this is a person that studied at Ryerson University. Definitely there is a distant connection between Brahma and Abraham, as there is a disconnect connection between Hebrew and Sanskrit, and between Hinduism and Judaism. However, Brahma and Abraham is not the same historical figure. Brahma is the god, Abraham was the human. Now, the similarities between the names of Abraham and Brahma have not gone unnoticed. Abraham is said to be the father of the Jews, and Brahma, as the first created being, is often seen as the father of mankind. We might as well note that the name Brahma, consort of Sarvati, seems to resonate with that of Abraham's wife, Sarah. So now they're saying Brahma's wife in Hinduism seems to resonate with Abraham's wife, Sarah. Also in India, the river included, I don't know these names of Gagar according to the Jews, but I'll leave it at that. So there's a connection, is what I established when I spoke. There is a connection between Brahma in Hindustan and this Abraham that they created in Islam and the Torah. So that's what I was bringing the connection to. Even the wife, and even that is a connection between the two.
Could you pull that up again and make it close and maximize it, please?
To what degree?
And maximize so I can read it.
No, I just read it, bro. You was just here.
No.
I'm not debating you.
You can bring
I'm
it
not
up
debating you,
and
bro. I'm not
maximize so I can read it. I'm not
debating you. I'm not
Brother,
debating
listen to me
you,
very
bro. I
carefully.
don't understand.
It even says they are not together. You just read it.
They didn't say that they did not say that they wasn't together. They was putting them together. They said one was a deity and one was a human. This is what they're trying to say. But I'm not taking everything word for it. It was the connection that they was using to say this came before this and this matches up with this. So Father Brahm in Hindustan matches up with Abraham and Abrahma in Islam.
Listen.
Everybody, you know, there's a lot of people waiting, right?
But brother, hold on. First of all, true knowledge. No, let me finish, brother. Please, man, please listen. We go by lineage. I'll explain to you. Like Mary, her mother name is Hannah. Her father name is Imran. We know the lineage, sir. We can't go to another text with no proof.
This is not an argument.
Imran.
You don't know anything. You was not there to know the lineage, sir. Relax a little bit. Relax. You already had a chance to talk. You already answered.
All right, let's the lion want to ask a question, so let's go to the lion. Go ahead with your question, lion. And then there's 10 people waiting, so we gotta let people come up too, you know. All right, go ahead.
When God said in the Bible, "Let there be light," did that thing, the Big Bang, happened in the pussy? That's my question.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what happened, sir. Yes, sir. And if you actually go and look it up, it will actually say that the Big Bang Theory had to do with everything with the sperm uniting with the egg. That was the explosion. Everybody can go look it up. Matter of fact, while he talks, I'll go look it up.
Man. Brother, this is crazy. Who the hell am I debating?
Let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question. All right, so I'm gonna bring somebody in right now. All right. Okay. All right. So go ahead, number 3, with your question.
I don't have a question. I just want to say something, and then obviously I'll just be quiet, because obviously this is a debate that I want to respect, you know, everyone's opinion. But I just want to say that, you know, about over 10 years ago, I was always mocking churches and this and that, and like, you know, any kind of like religious, you know, prayer house or whatever. And I didn't know why, because I actually know that God exists and I love God and He's my Father. So what happened was, one day when I caught myself doing it, I
Hold
went
on a
home.
second. Why does
and
she
I
get any
prayed.
grades, bro? Like, I don't understand this. Like, this is not a testimony. This is a debate. No, ask the question. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, mediator, are you just gonna ask me questions, moderator, or are you just gonna let her go on and tell her whole testimony? You wanted to check me, so check her. I don't understand. What are you gonna be a moderator, for me or for her?
All right. So number 3,
I wasn't done with the Big Bang. I wasn't done with the Big Bang, you guys, before you went on to something else. But if you research, you guys can go and look it up. A baby bang at the moment of conception. This is where the Big Bang and all of these theories come from, but they're not going to tell you about it because they don't want you to know about your anatomy. But when you go and look at it and you do your research and you go look up the Big Bang and then you have the sperm actually creating a light at the time of conception, then you will realize that it's not funny when you fact check and you actually go look it up and research yourself. There won't be any labs. But, you know, we can just continue on with the insults. I mean, he had nothing of knowledge to give you this whole night. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. Wait a minute, level up. Okay, go ahead. Number 3 with your question.
Oh, I just wanted to ask, okay, so King Knowledge, I wanted to ask you that, I want to ask the same question again. Like, if you're saying that God is a woman, then why in the Bible does it say God made Adam, the man, in the image of him? And then with slave Allah, I just wanted you to talk about, I mean, like, what is it in the Islamic faith? Because he's saying, okay, that Muhammad married somebody that was 6 years old, but I mean, isn't that something that's been going on culturally for a long time? Even in America, you have the Mormons, you have those other faiths where it's okay for men to marry young girls. So I wanted you to talk more about, you know, why that should not be the topic or the issue when you're discussing whether God is a woman or a man.
Yeah, sister. On my side, we're talking about, yes, God made first a father Adam. That was his creation, and he was a man. And from our perspective, his wife was made from the rib. So from the beginning, there was a hierarchy at the beginning. But this brother is in denial of the hierarchy. He's trying to switch it up to women being a hierarchy over the man. And on the marriage, sister, like you say, about back in those days, it was not something to look on. It was badly. Even in the United States, there's some kind of laws was in there that used to let you get married all the way to the age of, I believe, 7 or 8. Last time me and my brother, we looked at it. So there was there. Now, since we move on, you know, the brother is looking at it from a perspective 2020. Like looking at older nation and judging it. We cannot do that. Those people, they looked at something different. We look at things differently. So if we use those type of judgment, that means we have to condemn all the other religions. You know, we have, you know, prophets that was married to even 3-year-old. But you know what? We don't look at it. We can't say they consummated the marriage right away. No, we try to think because these people are chosen from God. And that was their position. This is my point of my prophet. He did marry, but he did not contaminate the marriage until she was in her flower age. Flower age means she can have a conception. And I can explain that to you. I have a family member who is age of 14, and his wife is 11 years old. They get married. The brain concept over there is not the same concept of the United States. So am I supposed to condemn a marriage of young? Well, they think older. The young man is working. He have a home, he rents, he pays his bill, he take care of his wife. They just move quicker than where we're moving right now. We have ladies that is age of 40 years old. They think like they are 14 or 15 years old. And that's a fact. We can't even lie about that. We can't even lie about that. That is true. So I really don't care about sentiments. Oh, they marry young girls, or you know, my son married a young girl.
Okay,
This is not my care.
you know,
I don't care.
let's not talk too much, right? Because people gonna ask
Okay,
questions.
go ahead, go
You wanna say something?
Yeah, in regards to that, I think everybody in the room, I think everybody in the room, when you're voting, you should think about his response. He said that there's some prophets in Islam that's literally says it is okay to marry a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old. A 3-year-old. Hold on, sir. Please don't interrupt me. I did not interrupt you. Please don't interrupt me. And I am not lying on this man. And you guys clearly heard him because before he said 3-year-old, he said 7-year-old. 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 And prior to that, he literally confirmed that the Prophet Muhammad, the man that he follows, married a young girl when she was in her flowering stage, which is her menstruation. Now me, I got 5 daughters. So you're telling me that it's okay that if a woman menstruates or a little girl menstruates, that it's okay to marry them and have sex with them. And he justified it. And he went on and said, this is okay. This is why it's okay. And there's nothing wrong with it. And they do that over there. And you guys, he said, I don't care about how you guys look at it.
Oh, hell
This
no.
is weird. It is strange. And even though I'm a part of it, I'm not a part of it. I am on the other side of the debate that goes against it because I'm a father of 5 beautiful girls.
Why would people know that?
And I don't approve of none of this. And I don't care what book says it's okay. I know that it's not okay.
What the fuck?
Now, in regards to the question that she asked me, she said, King Knowledge, in regards to the Bible, and in the beginning of this, that, and the other, and she said, Jeremiah, I'm going to break it down. In Jeremiah, and we can go to it right now, everybody. Just give me a second. I'm going to be real quick. I just understand that I'm not just talking. I'm showing you. Now, in Jeremiah 7:18, and Jeremiah, 44:17 through 25, it speaks about the Queen of Heaven. It speaks about how they shed all types of incense and gifts, and they gave her all types of roses and flowers. They gave the Queen of Heaven everything. Anybody wants to go and look at it, you can go and look at it. It says it right here. But we certainly do whatsoever thing going forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers and our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then we had plenty of victuals and were very well and saw no evil. This is in your own Bible. And Jeremiah is one of the first books in the Bible, but they don't tell you about that. But when you read it, you can go and look it up because it's talking about the void and how nothing was here on earth. And anybody that's a Christian knows what I'm talking about. Even this guy over here, because he's talking about Adam and Eve, and he's a Muslim. And I'm thinking, like, what is he talking about Adam and Eve for if he's a Muslim? This man is a Muslim, way over there in the Arab countries in the Middle East, singing with Arabic, and he's a Muslim, and he's speaking about Adam and Eve, and Adam is the father. Then he said Eve came from Adam. How can a woman come out of a man? How is it possible that a woman can come out of a man? Not a baby, not a toddler, not a teenager, but a grown woman came out of a man. Where? His asshole? His penis? No, they said his rib. So I got 5 daughters, so I should have 5 missing ribs. See, I don't understand how these people sitting here talking down to a woman when you can literally go see it, but they study these religions. Jesus came from a woman and God was the the father, right? Right? Jesus came from a woman and God was the father, right? Right? But they reference Jesus in their shit 25 times. Go ahead. My fault. I'm taking too long. Y'all got it. My fault. I forgot what you said. Host, appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Okay,
I don't understand why would you use Bible verses if you don't believe the other verses. This is hypocrisy.
Wait, all right, Johnny, what's your question, bro?
My question is, it says in Matthew 6:9 through 13, and it doesn't say our mother, it says our father.
Yeah, it was written by man.
So like that makes sense. Like it wasn't saying our mother. Why would it? If woman is God, it would say something other than father, or it would say mother. What I read is that's what it says. It says
okay, sir. Okay, I'll answer that question. Once you come to the realization and go a little further and realize that Catholicism is the one responsible for Christianity, then you'll realize that in Catholicism, they don't pray to Jesus, they pray to the Great Mother. They pray to the Virgin Mary. They pray to the Black Madonna. Even the Pope, who is the highest religious figure in this planet, prays to the Black Madonna. So when you go back over there, you will realize that Jesus is the little baby that the Black Madonna has sitting on her lap. Why pray to the little baby when you can pray to the God, which is the woman that created the little baby? Once you understand religion, then you will be able to understand that. In regards to our Father, that was from the Council of Nicaea. Hold on, you don't need to answer another question. You can drop him. We asked one question, goodbye. That's from the Council of Nicaea. You got to be able to understand that these were men that took over during the patriarch under King James and began to actually create the New Testament. Women were not allowed to give their documentation, only men. So you're talking about a man-made New Testament that's literally telling you about men, chauvinistic ways, men's dominance, women being Jezebels, and them literally taking a woman up out of the Trinity by making her a dead entity, a Holy Ghost. Now, everybody in the room, tell me, what ghost have you ever seen that's been holy? What spirit have you ever seen that's been holy? How could they kill off the woman and have the Father and the Son and make the woman into a dead entity? Christianity is homosexuality. I yield.
All right, Slave of Allah, what you say about the
Man. This guy, the level of hypocrisy. Guys, listen, pay attention there. He said, you know what I'm saying? A man, how the hell a woman can come out of a man? But he accepts from the other verses and tells you, I mean, I should change your name to Queen Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. Why would you play with verses, not accept some other verses? You know man was there first. If you accept Mary have a child with no male intervention, then how the hell are you gonna reject a man producing a woman?
All right, let's let Lord Messiah, Messiah, ask a question. Go ahead, Messiah.
I'm just listening right now, but I was gonna ask though, did Mary have a father as well?
All right, that's a good question. All right, so the question is, did Mary had a father?
The answer to that is I don't know Mary. And in regards to it, how am I supposed to sit here and tell you that Mary had a father when the documentation tells you that God impregnated Mary? I mean, that's their documentations. That's their holy books. That is what they go off of. If you believe in Jesus, then you believe in Immaculate Conception, which is Mary, and Islam talks about Jesus all throughout the Quran. So I hear you open up to people's mind and you get them to ask questions internally, then they don't have the answers to come up with. So when this man just asked the question, does Mary have a father? I mean, what did the Bible and the Quran tell you? What does Christianity tell you and Catholicism tell you? That Mary was impregnated by God itself. Not himself, but itself. It sounds like that's Mother Nature. It don't sound like that's no motherfucking God. It sounds like that's parthenogenesis. It don't sound like that's no motherfucking goddamn man, because God didn't use a dick, did he? I mean, does God have a dick, fam? I mean, because God talked and walked in the garden. God gets jealous and vengeful and wrathful. Allah gets this and Allah gets that. And Allah is an angry Allah. I mean, Allah talked to Muhammad. I mean, does Allah have vocal cords? I mean, does Allah jiggle and wiggle? Does Allah have a sense of humor? And if Allah does, like Slave of Allah is saying, who love... I'm trying to ask you, True Knowledge. Do you think that it's okay to have sex with 9-year-olds, 7-year-olds, and 3-year-olds?
Don't distract.
I'm sorry, I can't get past that. I can't get past that. The man said some prophets literally married 3-year-olds. The man said that they married 3-year-olds.
Don't distract. It's my turn.
The man said that the prophets married 3-year-olds, bro.
I don't care about
He said that it was acceptable. He said it was acceptable.
Mute yourself, sir. Mute yourself. Let me go ahead and speak. First of all. Number one. And this guy trying to make me forget my train of thought, first of all. Mary did have a father. Either you like it or not. She did have a mother. Either you like it or not. That's how she came. And we don't say Mary got pregnant like you say. You disrespectful fool. You better give her name some respect. You understand? You're talking about woman is God, and you're back over here disrespecting Mary. You see, this is a level of hypocrisy with this brother. First of all, God impregnated Mary with a miracle, which is the word from the Lord. We don't deny that. We accept that. That's the difference between me and you. But my question that sometimes I can't even fathom, why will you use any verses of Quran or Bible to justify your answer like you use Mary and now you're bashing Mary? What kind of fool is this? Bro, put the books down. That's not for you. I'm telling you, it's not for you. If you want to keep pushing your cult and your Pipness way with the sisters, go ahead, do your thing. I don't care. But I got to tell them, man, they ain't God. They will never be God. They will not even be closer to God. They are a creation from God. So they got to learn their position between the creation and the creator. But for Mary, there is a story in the Quran. It says, we have sent her the angel Gabriel to give her a glad tidings. For a son to be born to her. She replied, and she said, how can I have a child when no man ever touched me? And the Lord says, thou shall be, it shall be. So that is the word, brother. We don't deny that. I yield.
All right. So now questions, right? So go ahead, number 3.
Okay, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, do you know that Islam means peace? Do you know that any act of violence in Islam is haram unless you're doing a jihad, wholly fighting against Allah or for Allah when people are trying to take you from your faith? Do you know that in Surah Baqarah, it tells us that we must read all the books from the Abrahamic religions, the Torah, the Quran, the Bible? Do you know that our Surah number 3 is Surah Imran? God even came to Imran and told him that your daughter will bear a son, and his hand will be on my hand will be on his soul, just like it is on Adam's soul.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, sir? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Let me finish.
No, you're not asking a question. Ask a question, ma'am, or get down. Ask a question.
I'm asking you questions. Let me speak respectfully.
You're not going to continue to speak. You're going to ask a question, or you're going to go. Nobody's doing this for me. Nobody's saying the black woman is this, the black woman is that. So at the end of the day, we're not sitting here hyping up religion. Just ask the question.
In that time,
You're up here lying. You're up here lying. Islam does not mean peace. The word Islam is Arabic for surrender and submission. The word Islam is Arabic for surrender and submission. You said it meant peace. You said it when you said it meant peace. You said it meant peace. You're lying. You're discredit. She's lying. So what are we doing? It doesn't mean peace. It means surrender and submission. Where's peace at that?
Let her finish her question.
There's no question. There's no question.
Okay.
And you guys are literally starting to act biased when you know that there was no question. She's
She was trying to
teaching.
get to her point. Brother,
She's
hold on.
teaching.
Let's
Ask the
get to her
question. How could you
point.
get to your point stating Islam when I don't know shit and nobody in the room knows it? State the question, sir. Be a moderator. Don't be a biased individual. We're having
I'm
a
not,
debate.
brother,
Tell her to say the question. You guys have done it before. You've done it before when the other people came up here. You told them to say their question. How come you won't tell her to say her question?
I'm not going to yell with you. The sister was trying to remind
So
something.
true knowledge.
to get an
This guy,
understanding.
I asked him to be a moderator last time and he stayed on mute. Now he's taking over when somebody of his religion is coming over here speaking. Explain this to me, bro.
No, sir. If you can't listen to me very carefully, when you start arguing this, that's going to get everybody going. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay, listen. The point is we have to be just with everybody. It doesn't mean, even if the person is a Muslim, right? They got to come up with questions. We cannot, like, the two people that could talk about whatever they want to talk about based on their knowledge is Slave of Allah and King Knowledge, right? So, sis, just ask your question. Do not make it long. Just ask a question and then they're going to reply to you, okay? All right, then afterwards I'll go with the last two, which is 8 and 9.
Yeah, but I've asked 7 questions and I wanted them answered. Do you also know that in Islam, before
You're
a man,
asking us to no, we don't want to know. You haven't asked no
Let me
questions.
handle this. Let me handle this. All right, sis, just ask one.
My bad. I'm gonna go on mute.
All right, just ask one question, sister. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Ask the most important question to you.
okay, my most important question, look into Surah Al-Nisa, I believe. Do you know that in Islam that a man must let a woman be who she wants to be where she wants to work, that when he asks for her hand in marriage, he pays her a dowry, and whatever money she makes after that
Is this a question, Holmes?
That
Is this a question, or she continue to
Mhm.
teach?
Okay, do you know that Islam does have a lot of women's rights, that it is very empowering to women?
God
Do you know
damn,
that?
ma'am. Do you know what a question is?
All right, so she asked, do you know, right, that in
Yes, no.
Islam have women has
Why
rights.
they gotta cover their face?
No,
So
no.
knowledge said no.
No.
Okay,
Women may have rights. Okay, let me answer. Women may have rights, but children don't have rights. So in regards to that, a little girl is forced into marriage because she doesn't have any say-so. So in regards to her saying that women have rights in Islam, then why don't those same women get rights for children? See, I don't understand the fuckery. I don't understand what's going on. It's kind of like, okay, so we got these babies here that's marrying these old ass men, and they're 3 years old, 7 years old, and 9 years old, and ain't no woman saying that it's wrong, but she has the right to say that it's wrong. She has the right to not allow her actual child to get married to these sick, perverted people. She has the right to step in and intervene because women in Islam have rights, but children don't. So in regards to it, I wonder why she's not expressing the fact of these children don't have rights. Not only that, but if you go to the surah or the hadith, you would literally say there that says that if a woman does not have sex with you, then the man is allowed to discipline his woman. Now, what type of rights is that? Now, I'm asking all of you women in the room right now, in Islam, it literally states, and these people are getting nervous because they know it states it in there. They've heard it many times before. They probably don't agree with it, but they have to go by it because they're Muslims. So in regards to it, have you guys ever heard that if you women do not have sex with your husband, that he's allowed to discipline you, put his hands on you, beat you, and force you to have sex with him? This is why they literally offer virgins to all these Islamic individuals when they Ali Akbar their way to heaven. Women are nothing but commodities to you. She's lying. What rights do they have? They're covered up.
To be honest with you, women do have rights, and their rights is for them to marry or not to marry. This man is talking about an occasion that happened only with our prophet because it was a special occasion. She's the one who narrated majority of hadith. Majority of hadith was narrated by our mother Aisha radiallahu anha. And if she was being abused, she had the right to go ahead and say what she had to say. The prophet passed away for a long time ago, over how many centuries, and she haven't spoke about it at all whatsoever. So that shows that whatever he comes with is already defeated from that point of view. But when we talk about the rights of women, there is a lot of women was businesswomen. There was a lot of women that were doing ventures. There was women that is a scholar that we have it in our particular day that teaches other women. But we rather go ahead, turn a blind eye to them and look for the negativity, from this guy. We're looking at little girls who's getting, and he says it shows in the Quran. Show me, listen, this is why I hate hypocrites. Show me a proof from the Quran, a hadith, that tells us as a Muslim, a grown man, to marry a young child. Show us. That the Prophet said, I tell you to go ahead marry a young girl. I bet you cannot produce it. I'm sending them to a dummy mission.
Let's go with number 8. Because I got one more person, which is 9. We don't want to make long discussions, okay?
Hold on, bro, because I didn't really just prove it real quick so nobody will think that I'm lying. This is a debate. It says a man must stop his wife from going to corrupt and unsuitable places and gathering. It is a religious obligation for women to obey their husbands. A disobedient woman can be punished by her husband. This is in Islam. And they know it is, but they don't want to bring it up to you. I can find it for you if you need
Show us
me
the
to.
verse.
But all of you
Show us
guys
the
know.
hadith.
You guys can go
We need
into
the
it.
hadith and the verse. Show us the verse.
Oh yeah,
Where is the
we
verse?
can get into it. The Quran
Yeah,
434. The Quran, as for women whom you fear rebel, convince them and leave them apart in beds and beat them. This is your Surah and Nisi 34, your Quran, your own Quran, literally 434. Everybody can go to the Quran 434 and bring this up. This is exactly what it says. You can. It's in Arabic too, everybody. It's literally right here in Arabic. What does it says? Men are caretakers of women, since Allah has made some of them in exile to others, and because of the wealth they have spent, so the righteous women are obedient, guard and honor and their husbands, and in their absence with them protection given by Allah. As for women who you fear rebellion, convince them and leave them apart in beds and beat them. It says it right here, everybody. You see the word beat them.
What
and
translation
beat
is
them
it?
and beat
What
them.
translation is it?
No, stop it, sir. Then if they obey you, do not seek a way against them. Surely Allah is the greatest. It literally says it right here, everybody. And beat them. Leave them apart in the bed and beat them. This is what it's saying in the Quran 434. You asked me to show you and I showed you. You asked everybody in the room to show me and I showed everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I showed everybody. Thank you. Quran 434. Everybody can go to it. Thank you.
Yeah. You just speak English, but you didn't read the Arabic verse.
I showed you. I showed everybody. Thank you.
Go ahead with your
It says,
question.
"فَضْرِبُوهُنَّ."
All right. So my question is, there's so many.
Able to give life. That's why she was born into a female. So if you believe everybody that's telling you that you can't give birth, because I've had a baby with a woman that's been told the same thing. The doctor told her she couldn't give birth. She was in a relationship with a man for 10 years, and then I had sex with her for the first time, and she had a baby. She got pregnant right on the spot. So in regards to it, people say certain things to you, but to me, I feel, not know, that all women have the capabilities of giving birth. I feel, not know, like I'm saying to you. So the bearing thing, there's an exception for everything, but I feel like somebody may say something to you, but they don't.
This guy is giving you a half truth. There are some women that can't have a child because it's not written for them to have a child. They went around how many doctors? They have 2, 3, 4 marriages, and nothing came out of that. So for me to tell you, oh, that I feel or you can have a child is being deceptive. I'd rather be honest with you. If there is no chance for you to have a child, it's something that's already ordained. It's about you accepting it. And it did happen to a lot of people.
All right, so let's go with number 9 now. That's the last question. Go ahead, number 9.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Alright, so I got a question, right? And so my question for you, Mr. King Knowledge, or like I call you King Jahiliya, you're King of Ignorance, is why do you
I don't think you should be able to ask a question after that. Wasn't that the rules?
I'm about to ask you a question, bro.
I don't want to hear no more questions. You fucked
said a
up.
lot.
You're
You
done.
said
You
a lot of
fucked up.
stuff as
Wasn't
well.
that the rules? So if that was the rules, then I think you should be able to write. Wasn't that the rules?
Yeah, number 9, I have to be just, you gotta go down because you can't disrespect the people here, no matter what.
That's
All right,
a nice
so-
name.
so
King of
we're
Big.
no insulting here, right? Okay, so number 8.
I mean, if we was having an insulting debate, then you would have won, definitely. But we wasn't having that type of debate, so we'll see.
Oh, you can't even
I got
bring
a
a
question.
fact or proof.
Okay, let's
I
go
got a
with
question.
number 8. I'll make him the last. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, why would y'all take your time to sit down with an unbeliever and waste your time? Like, he's a deceiver, he's being deceptive, he's an unbeliever, but y'all are wasting your time with this guy. Y'all shouldn't do these debates with these unbelievers. I
I
promise
think
you
you
that
should. I think you
yourself
should
a
be
disservice.
disqualified for your question
Yeah, you're
too,
doing
because at the
yourself
end of the day, you're calling me a deceptor, a deceiver. So I think you should be actually out of the picture. That's biased. So hasta luego. I vote for you to leave.
Okay, so we'll just put you down. All right, so the debate is over, right? So I guess the people here, they could choose who they want, the person that won, right? So yeah, because all right, so okay.
Anything closing, or that's it?
Yeah, I mean, we're done right now. Like we
Okay.
you spoke
Just
about
making sure.
your information. Slave of Allah spoke on the information, right? So I think it was a good debate, right?
All right.
So
I would just like to say, I would just like to say there was no facts shown, no screen share, no comments, no nothing, no surah, no nothing that this man showed at all. He did not show any proof of anything. He did not take you nowhere. He did not give you no proof. So anybody that's thinking that I'm just talking, I literally showed you where I was coming from on everything that I said. I came to debate. I did not come here to literally personally attack this man, but I will engage in it if it's permitted. Like I said, I thought it was a debate. I have not heard anything but personal attacks the whole time.
All right, my point of view, this man did not prove our black woman is God. Zero proof, besides saying she have a vagina and that vagina can make her God. And there is no factual beyond everything he did say. No proof. I didn't see him bring he just brought a website with no evidence of it. It was just somebody's doing like, what do you call it, the experiment, or he just did a test on it with no study out behind it at all whatsoever. And I did ask him about some other verses he could not even bring up. So I want you guys to consider that, because due to the fact there was not even a single proof a black woman is God. Period.
That's an actual lie to everybody in the room. We all came from a vagina.
Yeah, but don't forget the sperm. It cannot work without no sperm. So
sperm came from the mother.
But we are not God.
And the woman.
I don't know why. You're not in debate box 3. So if you don't want to be a god, that's on you. But you're not in the debate. So thank you.
It's
okay,
like,
everybody.
which came first,
Just to let you know
the chicken or the egg?
And I don't think box 3 should be speaking if she's Islamic. I don't think you're supposed to be speaking or even uncovered. Like I don't get how everybody's talking. I don't understand. Like what's going on? What's happening?
My husband says it's okay.
What's happening? Like I don't understand what's going on. Like come on, y'all.
Why are you mixing lies and truth, bro?
I don't get it.
Why do you make it about your own
I don't know. How is this happening? So I can claim to be a rabbit. I can claim to be a bunny rabbit, even though I don't look like a bunny rabbit. I don't eat carrots. I don't do anything that a bunny rabbit does, and I can claim to be a bunny rabbit.
So much and make up emotional arguments, bro? Why do you lie so much and just say nonsense out your mouth and take stuff out of context and make up stuff, bro?
Sir, who's
That's
your
all
God?
you did.
Where's your God? Prove
That's
your God.
all you did.
Prove
And
your
you
God.
claim a black woman is your God.
Your
You
God.
claim a black woman is your God. Look how you talk to a black woman.
You cannot prove your God because he does
You
not.
claim a black woman is God. Look how you talk to black women.
Next
But you say a black woman is God. And then Versace goes over there because he over here thinking you're disrespecting God.
Did I disrespect anyone?
You disrespected a black woman number 3.
You talk to him like a woman.
You disrespected number 3. You started talking about crazy.
What did I say to her to disrespect her? What did I say to her to disrespect her?
You disrespected her with your attitude and
what did I say to her to disrespect her?
You disrespected her with your attitude and you demeanor towards her. Yet you call her God.
He's just dying to talk with some eyes.
Look how you talk to your God,
Here
bro.
y'all go. Y'all are mad because King Knowledge taught y'all all kind of stuff tonight.
Yeah,
Y'all
show
know about
nothing.
the
All you
Big
did
Bang
was
Theory
make an
tonight.
emotional statement.
Y'all know that y'all
That
the
was all
prophet was having
lies.
sex with 6-year-olds.
All you did was make lies. You're a judge of society from 1,400 years ago. You know what that's called? That's called modernism. When you take from an ancient time and you try to judge ancient times by modern standards, that's called modernism. It is literally a thing that is equivalent to racism.
Basic human
You do not
anatomy.
judge. You do not judge the
Every hour saying that black woman is God, and now when she is trying to say something, he wants to confirm this. He's trying to
past by modern standards. You do not judge the past by modern standards. That is a false way of looking for truth. That is false. You did not go to 1,400 years ago and try to judge 1,400 ago by 2004. That doesn't make sense. You do not. That's not true. You're saying things that ain't true. That's not true. That's not true.
I'm sorry, have sex. have sex.
That's not
with
true.
don't have
That's
sex with
not
them.
true.
Y'all debating or y'all already
King Knowledge
debating?
is up here for all of this proof,
That's
but y'all
Hey,
y'all
hold
just
on.
he got all the
Host,
proof.
can I ask a question? Can I make a statement?
He has all the
Host,
proof.
So you
can I
just
make
make
a
up stuff.
statement,
You think you
please?
a god
Beloved,
alone?
beloved,
Hey,
beloved,
look
let me make a
at
statement.
The
Beloved,
information was
can I
in
please
your
make a
base.
You think you a
statement?
god?
You guys,
Everybody, y'all need to calm down. From now on, if y'all want to talk, raise your hand, and then we'll go by that.
I'm not gonna do that.
The black
All right,
woman
so
is
number
God.
Boss number 5.
So let number 8 speak.
If boss number 5, you think you a god?
Okay, please, beloved.
You think you a god?
Let me have the floor, beloved.
No, it's not.
If
No.
the debate,
Hey,
listen,
number
man. If
2.
the
No,
debate
we gotta.
isn't,
No, listen, bro.
hold on a minute, man.
No.
I'm about to make a. Can
Raise your
I
hand, you know,
do this?
everybody speak.
No, you can't.
I did raise it.
Hold on. Number 2 had a lot of time to talk when it was debating. Now this thing is open because I don't like people that take the path. I don't like people that take the path.
One, because 8, I say, listen, I say everybody, now you gotta raise hands because everybody's talking, right? So let number 8 speak, and then now you gotta raise your hand if you wanna speak. But go ahead.
Appreciate you, host. All right, so if the debate is whether or not the black woman, and I give up the most props to the black woman, if she is God or not, I would have to say that was not proven on either side because it takes 46 chromosomes to create, and the word is create.
Sir,
A
this
child.
wasn't
Hold on a
what the
minute,
debate
please.
was
Let me
about.
finish, beloved.
No, I'm
Let
not
me
gonna
finish.
let you finish because the debate wasn't about that. So I want everybody to know what the debate was about because
23
nobody's
from the
correcting
mother,
you.
23
And regardless
from
of the
the
debate,
father.
it was about proving your God. You come with your God, I come with my God. It was about proving your God. This man did not prove his God whatsoever. He did not have any evidence or brought up nothing to bring his God to the table. So in regards to it,
I agree with that. Hold on. I agree with that 100%. But I also don't see where the woman nourishing the child from her biological makeup makes her God, especially
Let me
when
answer
the
that question. Let me answer that question for you so that you can understand where I'm coming from. I'll be real quick. If you have a baby in the middle of a jungle and the mother dies, then that man cannot sustain that child because the breast milk will run out and you cannot give the child solid food or water because of the digestive system. So the breast milk is needed for the sustenance and nurturing. Hold on, bro. You asked the question. I'm telling you, unless you don't want to know the answer.
That's not an
and
answer.
you're just doing
That's
that.
not an answer.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not an answer. But that's not an answer.
How is it not an answer?
Because let's take it further than that. Let's take it, if that be the case, then let's not start there. Let's say this. If you put the woman in the middle of a jungle, can she have a child without the man? Knowing that a child cannot be created without the man's 23 chromosomes. A man carries both. It is true. Look it up. It takes 46 chromosomes. Look it up. It takes 46 chromosomes
that's only
to
the
make a
nuclear
child.
DNA, sir. That's only the nuclear DNA. You're missing a lot.
The man
It's only the
can carry
nuclear
the X
DNA,
or
sir.
Y chromosome. The
I don't
woman
know
can
if you know
only
that.
carry the X. Like, let's talk. If you're going to speak the facts, speak them. Google what it takes to create a child then.
The 23 chromosomes are the nuclear DNA.
It's 46.
You forgot the whole mitochondrial DNA.
It's 46
Hey,
chromosomes.
what is this, bro? What is this? It's 11 o'clock at night, bro. Let me know what this is. I'm not about to argue with this.
Chromosomes,
if you want to debate, get in line. If you want to debate, get in line. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand what we doing now. So there's nothing but an argument now. It's nothing but an argument.
Let's make this.
No, it's 11 o'clock at night. I have a family. I have children. I have a daughter. I have things to do. It's 11 o'clock at night. We didn't debate it for when did this start? We didn't debate it for 3 hours. Like now we're about to sit there and break this down from everybody on the panel. So what we gonna do? Like think about it. What are we doing?
All right. So we all done with the debate. The debate is
You
over.
dare me to challenge the kid tomorrow? We can go. We can whenever y'all want to do it, man. Come on, let's go. Let's get it. It's ridiculous, but let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing right now?
All right. So maybe okay. So we could do another debate. Hopefully, right? Maybe we'll talk about it directly. You know, like me and you And if number 8 wants to debate you, you know, you could get on the line if you want to debate King
No doubt.
Knowledge.
Just tell him to sign up with you, King Knowledge. Tell him to sign up with you.
Yeah.
And anybody that wants to debate me, anybody that wants to debate me, just sign up.
Yeah. So whoever want to debate King Knowledge, keep in touch with me. You know, I would say you already see how just we are over here, right?
No, you guys doing great. You did a great job, host. I ain't even gonna lie, you did a great job, man. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come to your platform.
No problem.
Yeah, but
All right, so,
I have something to say.
Okay. Let me